This episode is brought by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you!
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Red Raptor Writes, where today we are returning to WatchMojo. This is our third WatchMojo video. So the first one was about inaccuracies in Jurassic Park, which was pretty good, you know, kind of the basic stuff you expect, and some surprises. It was nice, it was okay. And the second one we watched was Top 20 Deadliest Dinosaurs, and that was all over the place. That was a mess. There was no reasoning, no logic for why each dinosaur was in its place and why one dinosaur was above another, and it was crazy. It was all over the place. But now our third one is Top 20 Most Incredible Dinosaurs, which I think this is going to be a bit of a train wreck also. We're already starting here with Tyrannosaurus, which of course won. Deadliest Dinosaur, because of course it has to. It's probably going to win Most Incredible Dinosaur. Maybe like Brachiosaurus might win that one. Probably going to see Brachiosaurus, T-Rex, Triceratops, Stegosaurus in the top 3. In the top 5 somewhere. Be prepared for that. I might be wrong though. I hope it proves me wrong. Let's see. Will it get creative with the dinosaurs, or will it just pick the pop culture icons, the top 20 most popular dinosaurs? When it comes to this topic, there's no objective, this one is more incredible than this one. So I suspect that the way they rank them is just going to be completely willy-nilly, no rhyme or reason, like Deadliest Dinosaurs, which maybe you can kind of quantify deadliest if you define it well, if you give a good reasoning also, but incredible is going to be extremely subjective. I expect nonsense here, so not looking great. But before we get started, I do want to point out that this will be my last video being recorded in this room, in this house that I'm living in right now. I am moving in a week, and where I'm moving to, it's not going to be great for recording, so I'll try to set something up, but who knows, you might not see a video like this for quite a while. So this will be the last my face reaction for, I don't know, who knows how long, but I'm going to miss this space. It's been good to me. Now, without further delay, let's dig this up. Alright. Yup, it's Jurassic Park.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most awesome dinosaurs to ever capture our collective imaginations.
Fallen Kingdom, wow. Okay, Therizinosaurus might be an interesting one. And I do want to ask again if I'm going to get copyright stricken for playing this. They're taking clips from other people. So if I just play their video, am I going to get copyright stricken? I don't know. I'll have to be annoying about it though.
Number 20, Dilophosaurus.
Ew, oh my god. I need to keep this brief because there are 20 of them. I don't want to stay here forever, but oh my gosh, that's really that's the first image of the list that they start with. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. What's with the bumpy, like, I don't know, osteodermy skin? The Jurassic Park frill? Are you kidding me? The ragged, completely shrink-wrapped face? What? The build is like that light Dilophosaurus build, but then just put tons of fat or muscle on it. Oh my gosh, and pronated wrists. This is horrendous. We're off to a horrendous start. Okay, Dilophosaurus. Tell me about it.
Dinos possessed a very unique cranial structure.
Jurassic is a period, not an era. It's the Mesozoic era.
With two shaped crowns on top of their heads, the Dilophosaurus was the largest land animal during its day. A predatory.
Largest land animal? Probably not. I'm sure there are sauropodomorphs at that time that were larger than Dilophosaurus. Largest land predator, maybe.
Killer that could move swiftly and gracefully to catch its prey.
But that's not Dilophosaurus. That's a Jurassic Park Dilophosaurus. Can you put like an actual Dilophosaurus here?
A mouthful of razor-sharp teeth proved deadly for anything caught by the Dilophosaurus, while its sturdy physical makeup provided this dinosaur.
But why you have to show this? Oh my god. This is the first one, and I'm already having aneurysms. Help, send help.
With a natural defense against other animals. We truly feel bad for anything that ran afoul of this apex predator.
Wait, what's the natural defense?
Physical makeup provided this dinosaur with a natural defense against other
Makeup?
animals. A mouthful of razor-sharp teeth proved deadly for anything caught by the Dilophosaurus, while its sturdy physical makeup provided this dinosaur.
Oh, it's physical makeup. But what about when it's a juvenile? I don't know. Alright, it's sturdy. That's the defense. Cool. Alright. Hi, Indy. Alright, Indy wants to cuddle. Why are you showing me this? I don't want to see Dominion, please. Why don't you show me when dinosaurs roamed America, please? Next.
Dominance.
Get out of here.
19, Nigersaurus. The Nigersaurus.
Good thing you pronounced it correctly.
May not possess as much name recognition as its more famous.
Our boy Paul
dinosaur
Serino
cousins.
also.
Don't count out the coolness of this Cretaceous era beast.
And shape of the muzzle.
Cretaceous period. It's the Cretaceous period. It's the Mesozoic era. But yes, okay. Nigersaurus. Cool. It's pretty incredible. It's pretty wacky, I would say.
As opening our
Goofy.
eyes to the fact
Look at that.
There were dinosaurs
It's a silly boy.
that were in essence Mesozoic cows.
Teeth are the name
Okay.
of the game when it comes
Yeah.
to the unique physical structure of the Nigersaurus, since its large skull and mouth contained over 500 of the things. These teeth also naturally replaced themselves around every 2 weeks, and were tiny and dense choppers that primarily fed upon an herbaceous diet of plants and ferns.
Is herbaceous a word? I guess so. Alright, I'll go with there. Herbaceous is the
Think
word.
about cows and animals that graze today, mammals, as the animals that naturally.
Alright, I don't have much more to say about Nigersaurus, but I don't know. It's an African Cretaceous, early Cretaceous sauropod. Would have lived with Sarcosuchus and Suchomimus. It's pretty cool. Alright.
Number 18.
Why did they actually give a good one? Like, how do you start with that Dilophosaurus and then give something that's decent? Alright, I could see Nigersaurus as incredible. Incredible? It's bizarre. It's wonky, but alright. Compsognathus. Wait, what am I looking at here? Like this? Why does it have 2-fingered hands? What? Okay, there's no feathering on it. That's an odd choice, but it's a choice.
Compsognathus. Bigger doesn't always
It looks
mean
more like an
better.
ornithomimid.
Species of dinosaurs. The compsognathus was a diminutive and adjective.
Compsognathus.
The name that translates roughly to
And here we go to Jurassic Park. Okay, okay. Move on, because I don't want to get copyright struck. Yeah.
of a chicken, although adults could potentially grow a bit larger. These quick hunters were predators.
Am I just going crazy? Does Compsognathus have 2-fingered hands? Because this is also, like, mostly 2-fingered hands. I don't think so. I have to check this.
No.
I'm not that crazy. I'm being gaslit. I'm being gaslit 100%.
Lizards and similar creatures as part of their carnivorous diet.
Not polite to sneak up on people.
There are also a number of reconstructed Compsognathus skeletons on display in modern museums, showcasing a unique distinction between the dinosaur's gigantic reputation.
Is that 2-fingered hands
smaller,
again? Am I
more
crazy?
Cousins. Number 17.
Incredible? Okay, I don't get why it's incredible. Alright. Pterosaur.
Pterosaur.
What the
Alright,
heck?
So
And also, what the heck, dude?
these winged lizards aren't actually dinos, but rather flying reptiles. However, they are cousins of dinosaurs.
This is all pterosaurs, not even a specific pterosaur. Alright, I mean, but it's top 20 most incredible dinosaurs, so keep your list to dinosaurs. What are you doing? And if we're going to talk about being incredible, I mean, something that flies like this is pretty incredible, but alright. First vertebrate flyers ever.
And have been portrayed in pop culture for almost as long as their relatives.
Flying reptiles.
Alright, I guess that's pretty true. They are
Here
related to dinosaurs.
Who are you, who are so wise in the ways of science?
The Pteranodon certainly comes to mind, as does the Dimorphodon. It's also sort
Of
of obvious
course.
as to what makes these creatures so cool, since the very idea of a flying creature just captures the imagination, right from the start. Basal
Alright, they're pretty cool, but not dinosaurs, so... Next? Alright, next is dreadnoughtus, which... Alright, now we're starting to make sense. It's a giant creature.
Number 16.
How many tons?
Dreadnoughtus. The coolness
Dozens of
factor
tons.
this dino is evident
So,
right from its
alright.
moniker,
Pretty
which is
huge.
indicative of a giant old-school battleship. The Dreadnoughtus was thankfully a herbivore, which meant that smaller dinosaurs needn't fear this 85-plus foot hulk descending upon them to feast.
Yeah, this was like 10 years ago already, I think, when this was
They're among the
described.
largest earthbound vertebrates to
Felt
ever
like yesterday,
exist,
man.
And the paleontologist who discovered them, Kenneth Lacavera, decided upon its name to prove that the Dreadnoughtus feared nothing.
The Titanosaur's immense neck.
But then why is this at 16, I believe? Shouldn't this be a little higher on the list if it's one of the largest dinosaurs ever?
Predatory dinosaurs need to have all the fun. The Dreadnoughtus was seriously impressive. Full stop. Number 15. Pachycephalosaurus.
Alright, this is a pretty
The
cool one.
Dilophosaurus
I'm always
isn't
a
the only dinosaur out
Pachycephalosaurus
there
fan
with a
here.
cool-looking dome. Enter the Pachycephalosaurus, a multi-syllabic tongue twister with a natural defense system on its head.
And we just had a paleo myth on this one, and it turned out to be a very plausible, very good idea that they would have smashed heads together. This is the first perfection I ever gave, but the evidence was very far in favor of it.
Bizarre creatures with thick, dome-shaped skulls.
Specifically, the Pachycephalosaurus possessed a super thick
Pachycephalosaurus.
skull root
Alright.
that could serve as a battering ram, while also dissuading other predators from taking a big, dangerous
Alright, stop trying to get me copyright written. Yeah, definitely true. Or at least so far it seems. No qualms about this one. It is pretty incredible. It's a pretty incredible adaptation that they have. Yeah, I gotta agree.
Right. We use the word could because many paleontologists and historians actually question whether or not this actually took place.
He flaunts his colourful headgear.
Yeah, they'd probably be looking a little silly today if they question it too hard. I mean, you know, we don't have a video of Pachycephalosaurus fighting and headbutting, but it seems pretty solid, the evidence.
Is the skull structure of the Pachycephalosaurus
least in my
simply
opinion.
a cool-looking bone hat? Maybe. But either way, these plant-eating
It's
baryonyx
not.
are super
They have
cool.
lots of damage on their domes. The ones that do have domes tend to come with damage because they're using these domes for smacking into things.
Number 14. Therizinosaurus. Was the
Why is his pronunciations okay? I get that this guy isn't like a paleo expert. He just works for WatchMojo, but you could at least try a little harder and take a retake. Therizinosaurus. Therizinosaurus. Alright.
Therizinosaurus a prehistoric descendant of the man of your dreams, Freddy Krueger? It's easy to think so, thanks to those intimidating
Prehistoric ancestor, not prehistoric descendant. Right?
or claws on its forelimbs.
These Therizinosaurus.
I've never seen Nightmare on Elm Street. I just know who Freddy Krueger is. Alright, yes, thank you for trying to get me copyright stricken. You have lawyers or something that can deal with that problem, but I cannot.
Herbivore.
Yeah,
This
there you go.
unique design intended primarily for gathering vegetation, while also potentially scaring away predators. Of course, the dominant
Yes,
size
very good.
of the
Ugh, that
Therizinosaurus
thing.
also
Ugh.
achieved this goal, since examples of these dinosaurs could grow up to 16 feet tall and over 30 feet long.
Yeah, massive animal. I don't think we actually have a skull of a Therizinosaur, or at least a closely related one. We may have some from Brachiosaurus, maybe, but nothing like
So, although these
Deinonychus or
claw beasts didn't prey upon
Therizinosaurus. So we're just kind of putting on a skull that looks reasonable, but who knows? Probably not like the Dominion one, though.
dinosaurs, no tall trees were safe from the reach of the mighty Therizinosaurus.
It's pretty incredible.
Number 13. Baryonyx.
Ew. Ew, what am I looking at? Why do you do this to me? Why was I birthed into this cruel world just to witness this? The tail's very short, the body's very fat, very shrink-wrapped, has spikes. What's going on here? Pronated wrists again. The upper arm, the humerus is huge. That thing is long, and the lower arm's very small. This proportions, it's all just whack. I don't know who came up with this and thought it'd be a good idea to use it.
Look how they massacred my boy.
The baryonyx is another example of a dinosaur, like the Therizinosaurus,
Yes, it is.
with a unique claw shape on its forelimbs.
Yes, but you can't tell because it has the pronated wrists. Can you not?
However, it's the noticeable extended ungulate
Bruh.
on its first finger. This claw could extend up to 12 inches in
It's
length,
definitely an
giving
old
the baryonyx a distinct advantage.
Drawing or depiction, whatever it is. Can't you find something a little more recent that wasn't made in like the 80s or 90s, please?
and
Alright, thank
when it
you.
came to hooking in fish,
This has been my TED Talk.
paleontologists believe was its primary food source. Elsewhere, the baryonyx also hunted prey on land, sometimes attacking creatures bigger than itself.
Yes, it's very true. I mean, I don't know about creatures bigger than itself, but you do find juvenile Iguanodon and its stomach contents. Is that correct? Some association with juvenile Iguanodon. I think that's it. And is it irritator in Brazil that has been found with pterosaur remains in its gut? So, or was it like a pterosaur vertebrae with the teeth in it? I'll have to refresh my memory.
While also occasionally scavenging when food was
Oh, there it is! Irritator, Brazil. There we go. Look,
Strange group
great,
lived from South
awesome.
America through Europe to Asia.
The crest that adorned the skull of a baryonyx,
Which is
also
not
gave it
here
a
in
unique, almost
Fallen
crocodilian
Kingdom.
appearance. Number 12, Carnotaurus. The Carnotaurus was an
Okay, I can kind of see this list. I mean, I don't know what makes one more incredible than the other. Like, I feel like dreadnoughtus would be a little more incredible than baryonyx, considering its massive building size scale. But, alright. It's not crazy, not too bad yet.
adept hunter, a quick-footed dinosaur that could top speeds to
Of course,
30
Velociraptor is going to be in
miles
the
per hour.
top 10, because for some reason it has to be.
12-foot tall Carnotaurus.
Featured a thick head and neck area with equally dense horns placed on top. Some paleontologists believe that rival Carnotaurus butted
okay.
heads together during combat.
So this would probably be different than Pachycephalosaurus, which can at least, like, maybe they didn't do a whole run and charge and smash, but at least they could, like, do a smash. Carnotaurus, their horns were not made for that. They're delicate, how do I say, ornamentation, really. At most, you might get, like, a shoving back and forth kind of thing, but no Pachycephalosaurus smash here, okay? So I might want to rephrase that a little
Similar
bit.
to what goats and rams do today. These
No.
predators also
No.
tend to run quite large.
Depends what goats and rams are doing. Not ramming each other, just shoving each other a little bit. Okay, I appreciate the prehistoric
Probably reach
planet,
about
but
26 feet in
you're gonna get me
length,
copyright
about 10
stricken.
feet in height.
Very
Number
good.
11, Velociraptor.
Oh, Velociraptor didn't make the top 10, which is, alright, it's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. I don't know how Velociraptor is much more incredible than a dreadnoughtus or a baryonyx. It's like a turkey-sized creature, but it's cute, I guess. But this is not it. This ain't it, Chief.
Dino fans can obviously chalk up the popularity of this next entry to the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World franchises.
No, just the Jurassic Park franchise. They're ugly as heck in these movies.
Both the Velociraptor and Megaraptor iterations have made appearances in these films.
No. What? What is this guy even saying? What is he even saying at this point? What are you talking about?
Crap. Mega crap.
I don't think WatchMojo understands what Megaraptor is, considering how much they butchered it in the last video. Megaraptor has never appeared in this series. It's not a big dromaeosaur, that's kind of how like they were describing it in the other video. Yeah, it has raptor in the name, but raptor doesn't make it a dromaeosaur. It's just the name they give it. It means thief or seizer, snatcher. It does just make you a relative of Velociraptor because you have that in the name. This is dumb.
Frightening and thrilling us in equal measure. The real-life size of a Velociraptor isn't nearly as big as those franchises would have you believe, however. Coming in at a
Well,
size
why don't you call it one franchise because it's like a single series, it's a single franchise, whatever. But then why would you show the Jurassic Park Velociraptor for so long? Because you know that's not actually Velociraptor.
Together.
Still, this doesn't mean that these quick and agile hunters couldn't stalk and kill their prey, often doing so with the sickle claws that were located on their hind feet. Number
Sickle
10,
claw.
Brachiosaurus.
Okay. Well, they proved me wrong a bit. Brachiosaurus at number 10. Sounds pretty incredible to me, but now I'm kind of questioning what dinosaurs are more incredible than Brachiosaurus and dreadnoughtus. Alright, alright. Still walking with dinosaurs one, which looks pretty strange.
Belonging to the long-necked
Alright.
sauropod category of dinosaurs, these tall, titanic creatures
Sauropods,
are one of the
yes.
most famous members of that group.
This is Brachiosaurus, a 13-meter
Yes, it
high
is.
sauropod that specializes in grazing on the treetops.
Compared to their fellow sauropods, Brachiosaurus had more
Okay, I don't want to get copyright stricken. Can you, like, not?
thanks to their longer forelimbs and treetop grazing habits, means they were basically the giraffes of the Jurassic period.
These adults weigh over 70 tons.
Although it's unlikely that
Very true.
Brachiosaurus could stand on their hind legs as we've seen on film, their distinctive arched heads and familiar posture.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I see that it can't. Sometimes people tell me that it can. From the looks of it, I mean, I'd probably say no because like the hind limbs are much shorter than the front limbs, and I'd like it would be a little top heavy. I don't know.
Are now a mainstay of
I don't think it would
fiction,
prefer to
making
do
the
that.
Brachiosaurus one of the most well-known dinos on this list.
Like its head's going up and into the tree, so it might not even need to veer up really anyways. It's not much of a point if your head is already in the trees. Okay, Allosaurus. More incredible than Brachiosaurus. Interesting, alright.
Allosaurus.
Once again, we're using Planet Dinosaur here.
Bipedal and generally carnivorous dinosaurs on this list. The Allosaurus was one of the top
Allosaurus.
taking down medium-sized sauropods and other large herbivores.
Most incredible. I mean, there are a lot of them found. It's the most common Jurassic theropod. Maybe. It could be on the list. Incredible in how successful and abundant it was, or at least in the fossil record. This may be preservation bias, or maybe it was pretty common. So who knows? Oh well.
Allosaurus, a 1.5-ton ambush hunter with a lethal bite. The world had never known.
Yeah, I know what an Allosaurus
Differently
is.
proportioned than many of the other large meat-eating dinosaurs. That means Allosaurs were better suited to running at high speed.
Allosaurs.
With scientists estimating that they could have reached up to 34 miles per hour.
Allosaurus.
That's pretty impressive. I would need to see that. I want to see what study is saying that. That would be an impressive gait for such an animal.
And is a fast and powerful ambush hunter. Faster than Compsognathus.
Today, the Allosaurus is less recognizable than some of the Cretaceous period theropods.
It's pretty recognizable. I'm pausing and being annoying because I don't want to get stricken.
Jurassic
But
Park
yeah,
is more
okay.
period accurate. This dino could have been the signature predator terrorizing park guests. Number 8.
Yes. Okay, great. It lives in the Jurassic. Jurassic Park has a lot of Cretaceous dinosaurs. Who cares? It's the name of the zoo, the park. It's Jurassic Park. It sounds cool, and it has some Jurassic creatures in it. I don't understand this big like gotcha. Like, haha, you have Cretaceous dinosaurs in your Jurassic Park. Look at that. It's crazy. Like, who cares? No one cares.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Whatever.
Spinosaurus. Large and long. This long-snouted theropod was one of the biggest predators to walk on land, maybe even bigger than a T-Rex.
Well, again, biggest would be most massive. T-Rex is most massive. Spinosaurus is the longest theropod dinosaur to walk the earth.
Actually, the Spinosaurus was a huge crocodile on 2 legs.
Spinosaurus. At 17 meters, the biggest killer ever to walk.
Alright, 17 meters is a bit of an exaggeration back in the day. I don't even know if scientists are calling this thing 17 meters. I know 15 meters. Oh no, I think there was some like 18 meter estimates way back when I was like in elementary school or something like that. But no, now it's like at 14, 15 meters-ish.
The Earth. An 11-ton colossus.
Yeah,
Its
no.
resemblance to most modern reptiles is more than cosmetic, based on the high location of its nostrils and fossilized stomach contents that have been discovered. Researchers have guessed that the Spinosaurus was
Okay, yeah. It eats fish, right?
Sucus. A giant 12-meter crocodile.
with a name derived from its distinctive spinal sails. The Spinosaurus, with its resemblance to contemporary reptiles, is a fascinating creature. Number 7.
Yeah. This is convergent evolution. I don't know. Like, again, we have to talk about, is it aquatic pursuit predator? Is it a wading snatcher? Because it's not quite the same niche as a crocodile we have today. That's like swimming in the water and through the water and ambushing in the water. I don't know if that would be convergent because they have different niches, but they still kind of end up with the long snout, conical teeth because they're eating fish at least, or some smaller creatures that they can snap up. But yeah, they do look superficially similar in some ways.
Troodon.
Oh my gosh. Why do you gotta do this to me?
It is evolving, just backwards.
The smartest hunter is the coolest.
Troodon may not look as lethal as a tyrannosaur, but fossil evidence suggests that these two were deadly hunters.
Troodon was a small, possibly omnivorous theropod.
Yeah, about that. So you already know. If you're on my channel, you already know that Troodon formosus was named after, like, is it a single tooth? Which is undiagnostic, which means we can't tell exactly what this tooth belonged to. We can't use the tooth to pinpoint, yes, this belongs into this genus and the species because it has this tooth. We can't do that with the tooth. So it's undiagnostic. So named Troodon. It still gets used sometimes in papers, but I don't know. It seems like they just don't want to deal with the mess that is Troodon, so they just say Troodon instead of getting into that. Deinonychus is probably a better name because that was named after like actual fossil material that wasn't just a tooth. Alright, yes. And it's the idea that it's the smartest because it has like a very, or at least in terms of non-avian dinosaurs, a large brain to body size ratio.
Dinosaur,
so
for having the
maybe it's
highest
smart.
brain-to-size ratio.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Leading some to conclude that it may have been the most intelligent dinosaur, because it would have needed more intelligence to handle more visual input.
Separated from the group, this youngster has made
what? Alright. Okay. You can have like big eyes without being smartest thing ever. I mean, I guess cephalopods are smart. Tyrannosaurus is pretty smart. Alright, maybe I could see that. Yeah, I've seen Planet Dinosaur before, Bowie.
Which would have been handy, since it could be found as far north as the Arctic Circle. Despite its possible status as a genius among dinosaurs, though, scientists estimate it would have only been as smart as a modern bird. Number 6.
But it depends. What type of bird are we talking about? Talking about a turkey outside, or are we talking about like a parrot, which is extremely intelligent, or a corvid? Alright, so now, Iguanodon. But I put Iguanodon at number 6. I mean, it's interesting. It's cool. It's like the second dinosaur named, but, alright, convince me, WatchMojo. Tell me.
Iguanodon holds the distinction of being one of the first dinosaurs ever named.
Yes, one of them.
Iguanodon stretches along a beach, grazing the edge of a dense forest.
Yes, don't
Although
get me
it's similar
struck.
in build to other herbivore dinos, it tended to stick out for other reasons.
Okay, what's good about
thanks
this?
to its so-called thumbs, which took the form of spikes. The
Okay.
spiky digits are generally thought to have acted as a form of defense or as a means to break up tough plant growth.
Most dinosaurs can only crudely slice food with their teeth, but Iguanodon are the first herbivores to have back teeth.
Are we really putting it at number 6 just because it has cool thumbs? Alright, I think it's gonna add a little bit more to this. Alright, I mean, yeah, they might stab each other a little, they might be helpful in grabbing vegetation, but they're not really convincing me that well, I gotta be honest. I'd put dreadnoughtus over this one.
Iguanodon have been found on nearly every continent, so it can claim to be one of the most thoroughly studied
No, stop it. Wait, let's see.
Species as well. What's more, specimens of the Iguanodon...
Okay, no, they didn't say relatives. They said specimens of Iguanodon are found on what?
Found on nearly every continent.
Nearly every continent. Oh, that's crazy, because, you know. No. Iguanodon is Belgian and Spanish right now, so it lived across Europe, alright? At least in Western Europe. It has relatives in England, which, if you're a fan of my channel, you've seen me talk about Iguanodon at length. Go to my Dinosaur Britain review for a lot on the history of Iguanodon and the problem with its name. But Belgian, Spanish, okay, it's European. It's on every continent. This is like from like the 80s and 90s where it was kind of a wastebasket taxon where every similar creature, similar-ish creature was named Iguanodon. Like, you'd have like Mantosaurus, Decododon in the Americas, stuff like that.
So it can claim to be one of the most thoroughly studied species as well.
Those are also in Europe.
Ankylosaurus. While many plant-eating dinosaurs relied on their physical size or strength...
I'm pretty sure you can get a much better Ankylosaurus than the Walking with Dinosaurs one. I'm sorry, man, but come on, this is the one you pick.
teeth in numbers to protect them, the ankylosaurus is a...
This is probably WWD's like worst dinosaur, if I'm being honest.
Was far more memorable.
One dinosaur that specializes in defense is the extraordinary ankylosaurus.
Ankylosaurus
Yes, thank you.
is an herbivore with some of the most impressive natural defenses ever developed. Think equal parts dinosaur and
Okay,
modern-day
that's
tank.
true.
The body covered in bony...
That is
armored
pretty
plate.
incredible. Okay, they didn't look like this. They didn't have the spikes coming out at the sides. That's a notosaurid thing, which Ankylosaurus was not. Okay, I can see this on the list for its armor and defense. Yeah. Number 5? Yeah, okay.
Heavy horned skull.
I'm just waiting for T-Rex to win this one, alright? Can we get to T-Rex?
Ward off attacks from many a massive predator. And given that it was alive during the late Cretaceous period, it would have faced some of the most notorious dinosaurs to ever walk this
like
earth.
T-Rex.
Number 4, Stegosaurus.
Alright, Stegosaurus is in the top 5. I called it. Brachiosaurus I was wrong about. Let's wait for Triceratops and T-Rex. We got this, guys.
Slow in speed and in brain
I can
power,
see Stegosaurus on the
may not
list.
have been the brightest guy around.
The plates and the
Characteristic
spikes
spinal plate and spike
are very cool.
have made this lumbering herbivore one of the most
Very
recognizable
impressive.
dinosaurs out there.
Yep.
Heavily armored
It's
tank
probably like one of the most iconic dinosaurs of the Jurassic period. I can totally see this.
with a deadly weapon at the end of its tail, known as a thagomizer.
The evolutionary purpose of its signature plates continues
Right,
to...
and the term Dagomizer comes from a cartoon.
Fun fact about its other memorable feature, the arrangement of the Stegosaurus's tail spikes is called a thagomizer.
The wound appeared...
Didn't you already say that? Or at least they said it in Planet Dinosaur. I don't know. But yes, so we actually do have allosaurus bones with puncture marks in it that fit a Stegosaurus spike Dagomizer.
made by a Stegosaurus thagomizer, punched a hole in the bone of the allosaur's spine.
But scientists didn't invent the informal term. It was coined
Oh, there we go.
on the far side by creator Gary Larson. No joke. Number 3.
Yeah, I think that was the best entry they had. I could definitely see Stegosaurus there. I think they gave a good reason for it. Probably their best pick and best placement yet. Alright, so now we're doing Deinonychus, which has a very good history. I think it's very important, probably one of the most important discoveries in paleo history. But third most incredible dinosaur? You gotta sell me on this.
Deinonychus. Thanks to Jurassic Park, this dinosaur is what most people picture when they think of a Velociraptor.
Clever girl.
But even then, this isn't what this isn't what Velociraptor would have looked like, or Deinonychus would have looked like.
Though the two are related, the Jurassic Park films and the novels they're based on rebranded the Deinonychus, probably because, let's face it, the name Velociraptor does sound cooler. But the real Velociraptor, as mentioned earlier, was only about the size of a turkey. Deinonychus, on the other hand, was much
Oh, this
closer.
is life on our planet, and they look really shaggy and weird. Like the arrangement of the feathers just looks completely stupid. It looks dumb. Yeah, that's definitely true. Spielberg and Crichton were like, should I use Deinonychus? Nah, Velociraptor sounds cooler. It is a good name, but I think Deinonychus is also a very good name, and you shouldn't disrespect Deinonychus like that.
The man-sized hunter dinosaurs with the wicked claws everyone loves to see on screen, even if studios still haven't given them anatomically accurate feathers.
Yeah, can you stop showing Jurassic Park? Actually show more Deinonychus footage, please.
Number 2, Triceratops.
And there we go, Triceratops. Woo!
Humans quite like this creature.
Triceratops.
Alright.
One of the biggest.
Very impressive. Triceratops is incredible. You know, the frill, the horns, it's very big. People like big things. Would have been able to defend itself against large predators like T-Rex. It's incredible. But wouldn't I call Pentaceratops or Pterosaurs more incredible? In fact, I might call Styracosaurus more incredible because I think it has a much cooler arrangement of spikes coming out of it. Alright, I do like myself a Triceratops, but number 2 most incredible? Gosh, I wonder what number 1 is. Who knows?
In North
Hi, Indiana.
Like
He's
some
so
of our
cute.
other entries, Triceratops calls to mind a more
Alright,
recent
come on,
animal,
baby.
namely the rhinoceros. Its renowned facial horns and bony neck frill.
Styracosaurus gave us more rhinoceros, just for the record. Styracosaurus should have been number 2.
Along with its beak-like mouth, give it a great deal more personality than most other dinosaurs. While closely related dinosaurs with more horns and more elaborate frills have been discovered, Triceratops is the best known and most popular, thanks to its depiction.
But does that make you incredible? It's best known and more popular, please. That's what makes it more incredible. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Pterosaurus has like a bigger, cooler frill and is a bigger animal on average. So, you know what? In terms of incredible, I'd give it to Pterosaurus, but oh well.
Popular culture as an herbivorous dinosaur capable of going toe-to-toe, or rather, tooth to horn, with carnivores.
Here we have one of the greatest predators nature has ever produced.
Poor Dr. Holtz, stuck in Clash of the Dinosaurs. That documentary was terrible. Hi, Indy. Oh, I love you too.
Ever produced.
Oh, I'm making a video.
Starting off with some
very sweet.
Awesome weaponry.
Before we continue.
Alright, that was a kind of... Gosh, I wonder what number 1 is going to be. Who knows? Excuse me, little boy, little dog. Alright, who knows? Let's see what this is. Oh, wow. What a surprise. Oh, crazy.
Never heard that one before.
Do you just have T-Rex at number 1 for all of them? Of course they do.
Ever walk the earth.
Wow.
The biggest, as we've already seen.
Who would have seen that one coming?
Wow! What do you know? Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay, it's the king of this day, but so is Carnotaurus, Deinonychus, Iguanodon, Mapu. So are all these large theropods, Orthogonex. Alright, give me more than that.
The imagination for all of us.
Some theorists have tried to dethrone it, claiming it was more scavenger than hunter, but the recent discovery of a T-Rex tooth embedded in the fossilized remains of a hadrosaur strongly suggests predator. Either way,
that doesn't strongly, that definitively proves predator. If the wound was healed, which I believe it was. Yes, that definitively proves predator. Oh, a good little boy. Alright, good, interesting start.
Savagely powerful bite, and those absurdly small forelimbs have cemented it in pop culture as the coolest dinosaur of them all.
T-Rex has the most powerful jaws in nature.
That is true. Very true. Okay.
It can bite with the force of over 5 tons.
What was your favorite dinosaur?
Oh, that's it? That's all you got for T-Rex? Because I feel like you could make the argument for T-Rex. That's the thing. It's like the curve of like when you're... let me do this backwards. When you're like here on the curve, like you're dumb, you don't know what you're talking about, and you think one thing. So you think T-Rex is awesome, wow, it's amazing. Then when you're in the middle, like, you think another thing. It's like, no, T-Rex wasn't all that good. You know some things, but not a lot about it, and you think you're an expert on it. And then you go to the end, and it's like, oh yeah, once again, T-Rex is amazing, because I know so much about T-Rex, and actually I found out all these amazing things about it. That's what we have right here. WatchMojo's over here. They list like the bottom of the barrel kind of stuff, and then over here it's like, wow, T-Rex was actually insanely cool. Like it's immense, like sense of smell and vision, which are some of the best ever in the animal kingdom, and hearing. And yeah, they talk about its bite. Its ontogeny is pretty cool if it is what we think it is. Yeah, good dinosaur. All right, so. That is our third and probably last WatchMojo reaction. They have a few more about dinosaurs. I might get to them in my new location. I might not. We'll see. Depends if I can get a good setup in there or not. But yes, that is the top 20 most incredible dinosaurs. I could see some of the list. I understand some of it. Others just kind of seem like was randomly placed in there with no rhyme or reason to why one was higher than the other. But, it was okay. I put dreadnoughtus and Brachiosaurus much higher on the list. Allosaurus, I don't know if it would make the list. Deinonychus, Velociraptor, I don't know. Most incredible. Alright. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. What are your choices for the most incredible dinosaurs? they left out kind of some oddities and very interesting ones like Yi Chi. A Gigantoraptor would have been a good choice. Stuff like that. Shantungosaurus. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, to please leave a like, subscribe, and to check out my social media. See you next time.